And, all right, so we have a performance right now with Mr. Peace and Mallory, so give it up for them, guys. Round of applause.
And that's really what today's been about in these protests and these rallies, is a peaceful, nonviolent approach, right? To try to bring about something that was very, very violent. I have a unique job. I'm a youth speaker. I travel all across this country. I've been to 20 states. I do school assemblies. I've talked to over 1 million students across this nation. I had a second grader come up to me and said, "Mr. Peace, I'm kind to everybody." And I said, "Thank you." She's like, "You know what, Mr. Peace, I think I was born kind." And I had to kind of laugh inside, because all of us are born kind. We're all born nice. We have to learn violence, we have to learn hatred, but we can always unlearn that, right? And so I really applaud everybody here. You know, my heart was breaking even prior to Egypt passing, and that was the motivation for this shirt. It says, "Keep your head up upside down on purpose." So if you look down or feel down, it's a reminder to keep your head up, because I had gone through a series of deaths, 2 grandparents, a couple uncles. I was pallbearer for back-to-back funerals. And a lot of things in my life didn't make sense, and then Egypt. But I just think to myself that sometimes storms have to happen for rainbows to appear, right? And for new life to spring up. There's a story of these cattle in Buffalo, and there's a huge storm coming at them, right? Like tornado type storm. And the cattle are running from it. They're going to have to face it eventually. But the buffalo are going right for it, because they're going to face that storm head on, and they're going to get past that storm quicker, right? They know it's coming. And so when we think about the storms that we've been through and are going to go through, we're human beings, we have billions of nerve endings in our bodies, so we're going to feel pain. We still always have a choice of how we're going to deal with that pain, right? To turn our pain into power, to hopefully turn our pain into greatness, and make sure that these people that died did not die in vain. And so this song, it took on a new meaning after Egypt and I had performed it and written it. It's called "Where'd You Go?" It's a remix song, and obviously, you know, now she's no longer here physically, but she's here even stronger, right? Because with death is gain, and now they can actually be here without any pain in our hearts. And so it lives on through each one of us. So with that, I want to call up Mallory, who is Lindsay's daughter.
Yay, Mallory.
And she's going to take Egypt's part for this song, "Where'd You Go?" After we finish too, I'm just going to play a short song that Egypt had sung as a cover too, and let it speak to your heart. This is "Where'd You Go?"
You know, I don't know why so much pain and loss has to happen. I don't have all the answers.
Where'd you go?
Only he does.
I missed you so.
And
Seems like it's been
sometimes the best thing to do
since you've been
is
gone.
just trust it.
It was back in '04 when Grandpa died and my shirt was soaking wet with tears from my eyes. You tried to calm me down, tried to plead your case, but I just spit that faith right back in your face. And you said, while you may not understand now, somehow, someday, some way you'll find out why it had to be. Yeah, according to his plan, he won't put you through anything that he thinks you can't make it through. With his everlasting love, you may need to scream at the top of your lungs, cause while you think he died at too young an age, it really was his time. There's no reason for rage. He's in a better place now, away from the pain, the stress, and the hate, and the hurt, and the strain. The best way to honor him and his legacy is to live how he did and not questioning.
Where'd you go? I missed you so.
2 fingers up for
Seems
peace.
like it's been forever.
And just rock back and forth.
Been gone.
Put your arm around someone next to you
Where'd you go?
and just hold them,
I missed you
because we're all in this
so.
together, right?
Seems like it's been forever since you've been gone.
Verse 2.
Come back.
I got the phone call from Grandma Flo, and I was like, no, God, no, please no. Tell me it ain't so. Tell me that I'm dreaming. Tell me your way to get rid of all these feelings that I'm not having of anger and fear. I just saw Peyton in June of this year. It wasn't that long ago I gave her a hug and told her I missed her and to stay in touch. She said sure thing, but little did she know those would be the last words coming from her throat that I would hear prior to her death. I'd give anything to hear just half her breath. So give me an hour or even 5 minutes to hold her once more, just one last visit. I want to let her know it'll all be okay, but maybe she already is and there's no need to say.
Where'd you go? I missed you so.
For
Seems
Egypt.
like it's been forever since
For Tanner.
you've been gone.
For Brittany,
Where'd you go?
for Tabitha,
Missed you so.
For
Seems
Greeno.
like it's been forever
And for
since
Greeno.
you've been gone. Please come
you know
back
it's
home.
funny, technically you're already home, but it doesn't change the fact that I'll miss you so much because we cross paths, and no matter how much time does pass, I always remember of when we first met. You made me feel welcome, taught me how to catch, was never real close, but when it came to life, you pulled me in close to share your insights. What was right and wrong with the world nowadays? Too many people who are stuck in a daze for days and days, sometimes weeks and months. The only way to beat it was to turn your gaze up as well as within while falling to your knees. God, I wish life had some more guarantees, but since it never will and nothing's ever certain, I won't worry where you went, there's no more
Where'd you
burden.
go? I missed you so. Seems like it's been forever since you've been gone. Please come back home.
Oh man,
There's a lot of pain,
I wish you. I just.
but love heals all pain, love drives out all fear, that unconditional love, and that's right here.
I want you to go home.
Here in Kokomo, it's here in Indiana, it's here in Michigan, it's here all over the planet, but
It's cool,
it
'cause-
starts in all of our hearts.
I know deep down that you're already home.
Amen.
Peace.